Do you know that a mother can hold her baby, smile at her baby, feed her baby, and still be depressed? Postpartum is a condition that starts off, that begins immediately a woman welcomes her baby. And it can go on for very long time. It can go for months, it can go for years. Like mine went on for years. At some point, I felt I was a bad mother. Postpartum depression is that condition that comes with a mix of happiness, sweetness, moodiness, unexplainable difficulty, and on. And one of the biggest triggers of postpartum depression is lack of support, be it financial support, emotional support, lack of act of services, empathy can trigger postpartum depression. I was a victim of postpartum depression for a very long time that I felt like I was already picking things from the ground. When I had my first baby, 1 year, 4 months into having my first baby, I welcomed my second child. It was a crazy moment for me. I didn't believe I would come out whole and love my children. Postpartum depression dealt with me so badly that when I see my first child, I feel like picking this child and throwing the child away. Like I didn't want to see this child. But then when something goes wrong with this child, I'm running to go and check what's the problem. Immediately, at some point, I just feel like pick this child and trash this child. I kept having this urge. Sometimes just to myself, I'm crying. When I hear the child cry, I'm crying. I was deprived of my sleep. I was coming from a place where you just wake up in the morning, take your bath, put on your best, nicest of clothes, and go out alone. There's no burden. But then suddenly I was saddled with the burden of beating myself, which could be difficult. Beating myself, beating a baby, you know, putting her things in place, carrying extra bags. You forget other things that are important to you. There was a time I forgot my transport fare. Like I took a public transport, alighted, and then I started looking for my money. It was that crazy. You know, you gather everything up from for that child, feeding. And for me at that point, the most heartbreaking and embarrassing thing that came to me was going to public and this baby is crying. And instead of people to even show you concern, the mother, they're like, let her suckle, bring out your breast in public. And then you have put on a kind of clothes that you cannot even raise up, you cannot open, you are just stuck and tight. The postpartum depression is a silent killer. There's one crazy belief most people have. They say, oh, when you have your first child, you can no longer suffer from postpartum depression. No, it comes at every child. You are not always ready. You are not totally ready for what each child brings. So, postpartum depression is a condition a mother, as far you have a child, a baby, you welcome the baby, you are likely to suffer from postpartum depression. And then I think other mothers, especially older mothers, should not let younger mothers or mothers in general, should not let their fellow mothers feel guilty. They will come up with this idea of, why are you crying now? Why are you moody? It's not a child you welcomed. Are you not happy you made it out? Are you not happy you have a child? Some people are looking for children. No, don't guilt trip that woman. Support her, help her. It's not the time to advise her like she doesn't know that this is her child and she's to love and nurture that child. Give her all the support that she needs. Is never enough. A mother can genuinely love her child, is very grateful for that child, but then she's dying silently. There's a vacuum. She feels this numbness, she feels this emptiness. Speaking from a place of someone who has experienced this, is it the physical changes from her body? That's why it's good to be compassionate to mothers, because at that point she's going through something she can't even explain. So mothers are very shy to express their pains, and then they decide to die inwardly. You see her pose at the picture, you see her dance, but then sometimes she can't even explain the hate. She can't even explain the mixed feeling, the bitterness, the sadness, where it's coming from. Be compassionate to mothers. And I want to let you know that you're a new mother, you're a young mother, and you are going through depression, you're going through postpartum depression, you're going through a certain, you know, condition, sweet SARS state of mind, and that just know that this phase will pass. You come out strong. You're a mother, you're a human, and as a human, it is okay to break down. It's okay to ask for help. When you feel in that mood, when you feel in that position, ask for help. Try to take short walks. That means I didn't realize I was suffering from postpartum depression. I felt I was possessed. I felt I was just a bad mother until I googled it and I understood that this is the word and this is what it means because it traumatized me. I didn't want to see my baby, especially when she starts crying. I was in that state, and I'm using this opportunity to encourage every mother that you will come out of it. You come out happy, you come out strong. Remember, these children, they are gifts to humanity, and all they are going to do in time to come is to keep making you happy. Thanks for watching. If you're just seeing me for the first time, please do like, share, and subscribe. Lady Oma, and this is a family related content channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.